Russell, before we talk about the January transfer window, because I think every time we have a conversation, you have a conversation with the media, there will be a question about the transfer window. Let's talk about the EFL Trophy, because it's a competition that this football club has won. There's a lot of excitement around this, and we're getting to the stages now where victories increase the excitement in this competition.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic opportunity for us to advance in a competition that ultimately ends in a day at Wembley and lifting a piece of silverware there. So it's a big game for us. We're approaching it the same as any other game that we have done so far since we've taken over. And as you said, I think it starts really building now. I think people can take the group stage a bit lightly or whatever. I think we've gone really strong in every single round. And it's important for us. It's an important part of the process, our development, what we're learning. So we'll be a strong team playing tomorrow night. Of course there will, because it's a game we want to win and we want to get further in the competition, because the carrot at the end of it for the players is massive.
Mm-hmm. You have indicated as well that you've got a squad. You need to give some players game time. Presumably there will be a few changes just to give those players.
Yeah, I think there has to be, because there's a few people carrying little niggles after the Christmas period. It was really intense and tough, and we used a lot of the same players. So, but I think what we've got is real depth in our squad. Mm-hmm. I think we've got real understanding of what we want from everyone. As I said, when we train, everyone's involved in it. It's not a case of the starting 11 are here and the rest are doing whatever. Everyone takes in the detail, the information. So it's a chance for some players to come in and show that they're taking that on and they can step up and do what's required. So, but it will be a strong team. It's a team that we'll put out to win the game. It's as simple as that. It's a tough place to go. They're a decent side and good home form. So, and we found that last year. A difficult team to play against. So, I'm looking forward to it. And as I said, it'll be a good challenge for us as a group, and for some people to certainly stake a claim moving forward.
You haven't had a fortnight off and sent all the players to Dubai, but you have had a weekend off, which is sometimes useful, especially when other teams are playing at the weekend. How have you guys used that weekend? Has it been rest or tactics?
A bit of both, really. So everyone got a physical rest, if you like. So my weekend was spent watching players and watching opposition, as was the other coaches. So that was pretty much what our weekend. I did have a day off in there somewhere, but that was, it's always if we're going to be the best we can be and keep improving, there's work to be done. We haven't cracked it yet. We've had 2 good results, but we're really conscious of how much we still need to improve in different areas. So a lot of discussion, a lot of dialogue about that over the weekend, and a lot of, as I said, watching opposition, watching players. Obviously it's January, so we were still working, albeit from home, so it was nice to be home for a couple of days. But the players and the staff, I've said it before, we all worked extremely hard over the Christmas break. I think we had 1 day off, that was it, which ended up being Christmas Day. So they deserved a little break, and now we're ready and refreshed and ready to go again into as I spoke to you about before, a big January for us.
Let's talk about that January, not so much from a playing side, but from a recruitment side.
I was talking about a playing side.
Yeah, no, I know. From a recruitment side, it's obvious. You've made it clear. From the moment you took over, you said that January would be important. There'd be an opportunity to strengthen, and I think for a manager, it's an opportunity to put their mark and bring in players that they want. What's the situation at the moment? How are things going?
I think it's progressing nicely. I think I said to you before, we're aware of what positions we feel we need and what other qualities we need in the building. And I think for me, it's important that, regardless of what's coming in ability-wise or talent-wise, that character, we have to recruit on character first, really, I think, in the situation we're in. So we're working hard to do that. We're close to getting one in very soon, hopefully, which would be great to do it so early. And then after that, it's a case of being patient and seeing what else comes and what we can do. But we're aware of the targets. We have been for a while. They haven't changed. But I think, as I spoke about, the group we've had have been brilliant. And if anything, they made it harder for us because of how well everyone's done. So we maybe don't need as much as we thought initially, but we still want to do some business. I'm keen on freshening the group up and just giving us another dimension in terms of what we can bring on the pitch, but also in the dressing room as well. So that's really important to me. So we're close to one, which I'll be really pleased with if we get over the line, and then the rest, it might have to be a bit more patient with.
You've obviously played football at the highest level in every division, and do you use your context? Do you use your experience? The people that you know. Is that because this is the first time you've ever had to do this? Isn't it?
I think you have to, and I think the position we're in, it's built on trust, really. So there'll be certain people who I do trust, and I think can come in and make a real difference to us on the pitch and off it.
Right.
And that has to come in. I think I'd be naive or silly not to use that, especially when you've played with people or know people that you've played with other people, etc. So you need to use that because you've seen people day in, day out. So I'm not going to lie about it. There are a couple of people I do want to bring in who I've played with. Whether or not they happen, we'll have to wait and see. But I think what that boils down to is I've had almost a 3-year interview with them and working with them every day. So and the quality they bring. So we'll have to wait and see. But it's really important, as I said, that we know what we're bringing into the building character-wise, and they've got to be up for a battle with the position we're in. As I said, we've not cracked it. We've got loads of work to do, and they've got to add both on and off the pitch to the group and the culture and environment we're building.
Are you expecting players to leave MK Dons during this transfer window, Ross?
I think so. I think what will happen, we've got a fairly big squad. I think players will want to go and play. If a professional footballer is the most important part of your week is the game on a Saturday, and if people aren't involved, then I expect them to firstly be disappointed, which some of them are, that they haven't played as much as they would like. But I think what will become apparent is that some will be desperate to go and play somewhere. I'd like to think we've created an environment here where everyone's enjoying it and they want to be part of it. Which has come to light with some of the conversations I've had with the players, but ultimately they do want to go and play. So I'm sure there'll be people leaving. I can't say exactly who, I can't say how many, but I think January will change as it goes on. But as it stands, I think with the squad size as well, to bring people in, some people are going to have to leave. It's as simple as that, and it's never nice, January, but it's a necessity for us in the position we're in. So we'll have to wait and see on that front.
Graham Dorrans is one man who you know very well, and it has been linked from north of the border. Any truth to those rumours? I've
spoke to him, top player. Whether or not he'll come down, I don't know, to be honest. So he's signed to a club at the minute. He's done a good job with. He's friends with their manager. So he's a player I'll always be interested in. But whilst he's someone else's player, then nothing can happen. But he's a brilliant character and a brilliant footballer. I'll say that. But at the minute, he's Dundee's player. As I said, he's got a relationship with their manager. So until that changes, then he's not one for us at the moment.